Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails.
Welcome to Love Talks with Coach D. I'm your girl, Coach D. I'm so glad to be back. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've been on, and I'm back with no excuses, just all love. Once again, this is Love Talks with Coach D. Of course, I am your girl, Coach D. And today, we have some special guests. Today, they aren't guests. These are family for me. I know a lot of people are excited and ready for today's show, so we're going to get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to some and present to others the power couple for today, Flex and Shanice. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
What's up?
What's happening?
What's going on?
Listen, I woke up this morning, laryngitis, couldn't talk.
Wow.
Come on now, this is day one back with the show. I'm so excited. We all hype and everything, and I had no voice. So I was on, Beyonce, vocal phase today. I was vocal rest, I know Shanice would need me to fill in or something later, so I couldn't hold no conversations or nothing. Second.
I said, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, that has never happened to me before. Laryngitis. I always thought it always sounded like it hurt, but it didn't hurt at all. It just was not there.
Wow.
So, I'm so glad I could talk now. I'm just so excited because you guys are, here to support, but I just really want to let everybody who's on know what this show is about. The world needs some love. We get so much stuff through our social media, so many things are coming through, so much bad news, but who's talking about love? Love is what the world needs. Love conquers everything. Love will cover it all. And love is in so many different shapes, sizes. It's just all around us. And I am here to spread that. So, I started this show because I really wanted to talk to people about love starting with self and then outside. That came from my own journey. And the main reason why I asked you guys is because you guys were part of that journey. For me, I absolutely believe that before you can meet purpose, you have to be prepared. So in order to be prepared for purpose, like you have to be in the proper atmosphere and you have to have the proper people surrounding you. And prior to leaving Philly, my story was rejection. I just held on to that. Like folks just didn't want me. And, and on this side of accountability, nobody has to want you. You have to get to that place. However, in order to be able to know that you can achieve something, or you have to see that. And when you guys came into my life, it was like that was that acceptance that I needed to see to let me know that I'm cool where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like I am good in my skin. I am good with who I am. I don't have to turn it down. I don't have to do any of those things, and it's things like that on that journey to discovery that brought me to this place where I just want to share that with people. So welcome. Welcome. Let's talk about love.
Well, yeah, we know we first off, we always want people that are around us to be themselves, man.
Yes.
Just be your authentic self, because we have so many, it's an old word my grandma used to say, people putting on airs, for no reason, like, between social media and Instagram and this, and people putting up pictures and videos of
front and
life
center.
life as they say they're living,
Right.
and that's not the case. So we're going to be who we are, no matter what. So we want people just to be themselves around us, and that's who we are. You came to our lives. We met, and it was just we like to party, have fun, and it's always been that. It's always been that. It's always we always kept it 100, and that's it, man. We just want to have fun, and we just want good people, just good people.
Yeah. I agree with everything Flex said. And then, like, the first day we met, like, we clicked right away because as soon as you walked in the door, you were just, I felt the realness, and I love that about you. So I agree with everything Flex just said. We've never kind of put on airs to anybody, and and we have friends that way. So I love that.
It was funny because that is one of the things. The way I came in y'all door, that's me. That's me, 100% of the time. So I had just had an experience recently. It was like right around 2013, 2014, with someone who I was hanging out with. Who were like, "Do you have to be on 10 all the time? Like, turn that down." And then I'm like, so certain places I would go, I find myself like calming down. But I walked in your door like on 10, and it was like, where's she at? Come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because we be on 10 when we party, and we on 10.
10. I met Omarosa one day, and she said, one thing I can say about Flex and Shanice, she said their parties are so they're so down to earth. She said wasn't nothing Hollywood about it. Everybody danced, everybody ate, everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
So that's what we're about.
Oh yeah. And so that's one of the things I also wanted to touch on was, coming out there to the parties as far as love goes. I remember like my second or third one, and I danced until the last song is played. And I came and flopped down at your breakfast table, and Flex was like, play that music, play himself. He played by himself by that time because he was like done. And he asked me, he was like, "Oh, I always see you hanging out with Chris. You and Chris related." And I said, "Well, Chris is the only family I have in here in LA, And Flex said, "Well, Chris is the only family you had. We're your family now." And I was like, that was something cool to say. You know what I mean? But from that day forward, it has been just like that. And the night when I was partying till like 3 a.m, and you went Flex went grab the blanket and what you gonna do? You ain't go home. Like, you ain't go home after all that. Lay your tail down.
Yeah.
And I mean, holidays, all of that. And I just want to thank you guys because, like, being away from everybody and everything, that is a really tough thing to do.
Yeah.
And you guys made that so simple. Your people are down like mine. Like, everybody show up. Everybody got everybody.
I miss those days now because of COVID. We can't. We can still have fun, but it's just different.
We're slowly marching back to it.
We
one
have to
day.
do Zoom parties now.
One day we can get back to it. One day.
Yeah, it's crazy because we have had 2 birthdays since we last hung out.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is bananas.
2 years.
Yeah,
but say that
we're here. We have our health. We're good. So I try to look at it, take a positive from it. The pause that it put everybody on and made everybody kind of recount and kind of look at life and just say, hey, what really matters? What really matters? What is important? Is all this other stuff, this extra stuff, important? At the end of the day, no. It's your people who love you, your family, your children, if you have children, your close friends. That's what's important. And I think that that was a good thing. And you see social media now, it's like the people are so excited to be able to get back out. I see little sparks of, okay, we're going back to what it was before. Let's not forget, the pause was for a reason, and let's stay on that path. So I'm just thankful because it brought our family closer. I'm thankful because we got to sit down and watch movies and laugh, and we would, if we felt like we wanted to get away, we came downstairs and that was like, oh, we're going out somewhere.
Yeah, I take a shower and I fix myself up just to go downstairs.
Just to go downstairs. You know what I mean? We were laying upstairs. I'm like, yeah, we'll go downstairs now. So.
We have people here who said, okay, now we know how y'all family love story, like how Coach D came into your life, but people are asking about your love story. Tell us y'all love story. How Flex and Shanice come about?
Yeah.
Met this crazy lady here, moving into her building. My cousin and I were moving into her building. I was pulling the couch in, and she was coming up the elevator, and I'm like, hey, Shanice. She's like, hey, Flex. We knew of each other. We just didn't know each other personally. And I was like, yeah, I'm moving in. She's like, oh, cool. She was like, oh, I'm going to meet my cousin, going to see Lauryn Hill. So I was like, oh, cool. I was like, well, give me a number and, we'll keep in touch. But it wasn't on any kind of like, give me a number. I wasn't looking for anything like that. And she wasn't. But she had took a long time. She went upstairs. And that's back when you had to go upstairs and call the people. We didn't have the
cell. I don't know if I had a cell phone. I had to go upstairs.
You went back upstairs.
Yeah.
So, cut to, we see each other 2 weeks later, and I'm like, okay, now you had me waiting all the time. You gotta wait. Give me a number. We exchanged numbers, and we literally it was friendship.
We just had a really good friendship for a few months.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that long. We dated officially like 3 months, and then he asked me after 3 months, but we didn't have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
So we waited for that, and I just loved the fact that he loved God, and it's just crazy because I didn't see it like Flex said. I wasn't looking when I met him, so I just thought, oh, he's just a homie,
Yes.
And then one day before I went on tour with this thing, he told me, he said, you said you're praying for your soulmate, but your soulmate could be staring you right in your face. And when he told me that, that's when a light bulb lit up, and I'm like, I think he's right. I think this is the one. And then I started looking at you differently after that.
And I was going down to her apartment. We lived in the same building. I was on the fifth floor. She was on the third. I would go down there. She'd have on flannel pajamas,
scarf on my head. I wasn't trying to look cute.
Wasn't even thinking about it.
I was like, he's just my friends,
At all.
And then I just love that he has such a great heart, and his grandmother had just passed, and he cried really hard on my shoulder, and
that thing just hit. I was like, I was like, what? I left there like, what did I just do?
And I was like, wow, I've never seen a man cry like that. So it's like, wow, man,
I just boo-hooed.
No, but that touched me. I was like, oh. And then he would come to my house, and we would watch the
Cops. Too hot for TV.
That was our thing.
Back when you had VHS tapes.
So we would watch those VHS tapes. And then we dated 3 months. He asked me. We got married like about 4 months later, maybe 3-4 months later.
Something like that, yeah.
And that was 21 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a lot to the story. Like it would like literally take all day to explain every little detail. But
so 2 kids and 21 years later.
2 kids.
And your marriage full grown.
Yes.
Marriage full grown.
Cars now.
Oh my goodness. It's so crazy because when I met you guys had like a 12-year-old and like a 10-year-old or something like.
Yeah.
Now we have a 19-year-old. She'll be 20 this year.
And a 17-year-old.
And a 17-year-old. You remember Imani's 16? Her sweet 16 party.
I remember Imani's tea party at 14, and the time just went so super fast. It's just like crazy. And then the 16, like how is she 19? August is coming again.
Yeah.
August is coming, yeah.
Yes. Like
so we're talking 20?
Yeah.
It's really hard as a parent to watch your kid go from like being a child into an adult. Like I think I'm taking it harder than he is. I think maybe.
And you just seeing them kind of go like this, for not moving away from you, but for their
independence. Yeah.
And you trying to still give them that, but also, protect them. Protect them and just say, hey, watch these things out there in the world. But we just, I told Shanice, I said, we have to trust that what we've
what you put in them
is is going to carry over, and I think that they have that in them. And,
yeah, they're really good.
good kids.
They're good kids.
Yeah. Oh, Caitlin Jones says hello.
Hi.
And Miss Yetta B1 says
Hi.
Hey, Yetta.
yeah. So that's the tough part.
Let me unlock this.
Not getting those hugs like when they were little, and
Like Imani, when Flex had to leave town, she would literally cry when Flex had to leave town.
Yeah.
Now, when we leave out of town, she's like, all right, I'll see you later.
yeah, she's like, whatever.
She doesn't cry. She doesn't give us those big juicy hugs anymore.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
gone.
Yeah, man, it's different.
I know, but you know what? I know how it is. Today, my baby is 23 today.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Chad!
Happy birthday.
23, and I'm telling you, it was just blowing my mind when I just woke up this morning, and it hit me, and I was like, wow, 23 years ago today, I was induced, but it seems like I can still remember yesterday. Like, I remember the whole shebang. Like, I remember everything, and it was like, how did 23 years get between the space today?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about love, you guys are talking about the whole quarantine thing. The love for what you do, and the love for what you do, and the love for all of us brought about the lockdown. Let's talk about the lockdown.
Yeah. You know, I had actually started DJing on Instagram around 2015.
Yeah.
About 2015, something like that. We were doing the show, and I just would go on every Thursday because I loved it. I mean, I grew up obviously as a dancer, and coming from New York and seeing all the great DJs there, and you know, they always inspired me. So I just went on, and I was still learning, but I was enjoying it, you know. And then I stopped for a minute, and then obviously when quarantine and the lockdown happened, we just jumped on one day. I think it was either like around the 10th or something.
It was like the day they announced that we had curfew and all that. I remember we were watching the news at my mom's house, and you said, I'm gonna DJ tonight. And it was the day that quarantine like first officially started.
It might have been somewhere around the 10th or something.
Whatever
somewhere.
Day that was.
But anyway, we just went on, man. Just you know, have fun. And we went on and literally for some nights 5 hours.
Wait, Flex said, I'm gonna go on a DJ, and I was like, can I be your hype girl? So I started doing it. I'm his backup dancer, hype girl.
She was the hype wifey, and we just have fun. It wasn't planned, like,
and we would stay on for like 5 hours at a time.
Nothing was planned. Like, you stand there, it was just like, yo, we just did it.
So I had on these glasses, and everybody, I went to take the glasses off, and people said, "Wear the glasses again." So that I was forced to keep the glasses on. And
then you can't read the comments.
Yes, we started selling T-shirts. And
yeah. But it really was something that helped us keep our sanity. A lot of other people were appreciative and thankful, and I love music. Like, I think it's so moving to the soul, and it could put you in a mood. It could take you, you know, back to when you were growing up or whatever. It could always put you in a good place, and that's why we did it, and that's why we loved it so much. And then, you know, we got busy when things started opening up. We got busy and started working, which was great. And but now we're back to doing it. We just pick one night and just make it easy. So we just every Saturday at 8:00 Pacific Standard Time, we got Saturday Soul, and we just play soul music. And that could be anything. It could be from, you know, Spandau Ballet to Jackie Wilson to Common to everything, you know, just soul music. And we've been doing that last couple of weeks. So we're back to doing that. So I'm happy about that.
What you doing, Nisi?
So I've been, you know what, since quarantine, I've actually been doing a lot of acting.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm on a show called Stuck With You that's on the All Black Network. So I shot that, and then I did an episode of First Wives Club on BET with Jill Scott. So I've been doing a lot. I've been doing acting. Actually,
And she was performing a lot too. Like while we were
doing a lot
home,
of like online,
like gigs, like
online gigs.
Yeah, so we
singing
were,
online.
Soul Train, the Cipher, like all
Oh,
that.
Yeah, Soul Train. So you know,
Yo,
it's crazy. Like, we were busy before we had to be quarantined, but since quarantine, I feel like we're even busier.
I mean, it was
we
crazy.
were so busy,
and you know, people, you know, we were making money. So I was just like, wow, this is you know, a blessing. You know, she was literally doing concerts in the living room.
In the living room, didn't have anywhere, just go right down.
I was doing, people were hiring me to do like Zoom parties, and I was doing corporate parties, and it was deep, man. It was deep. I'm sorry I jumped in on
No, it's okay. But I'm really getting ready to focus really hard on my music again, and you know, start writing. We're building like a studio in our home, so I'm getting ready to start recording more songs. And I'm actually on. Is it on Labor Day?
It is the 6th to 7th.
On the 6th and 7th?
No. It's September 18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Okay, so on September 18th, I'm performing at the Capitol Jazz Festival in Maryland. So I want everybody to come out. And that's September 18th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, some more people in Philly saying hey. We'll say hey to my mama.
Hi to your mom. Hi.
Okay, no, it's Sunday.
My cousin Vince. Hey, Vince.
What up, Vince?
Hi, Vince.
Yeah,
Sunday. Ty Jones. That I know is a baby. Say hi, Ty. T-Bone. That's a grown. I don't know how these people get grown that I've known since a baby, but hey, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We so appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Mom. I know my mama was going to be on here, y'all. My mama's supporting big time. But we were talking about Shanice and her music. Shanice, listen. So
the Capitol Jazz Festival, I'm performing there in Maryland on September 5th. Yeah. So I want everybody to come out. I'll be in Maryland September 5th for the Capitol Jazz Festival.
I'm coming. I got a Maryland crew too. Say hi. Nairobi, we coming. Hey, we coming. We coming through. When we coming, Chinese?
September 6th.
September 6th, we will be there. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Listen, while we're talking about that and talking about these, I know how shy you can be and all of that, but let me tell you something. You do not get the propers you deserve, and I know that you are going to. It is not nowhere near done yet, honey. There is nobody that holds a candle to that gift that you had. There is not. You got people that used to be able to hold the whistle register. You got people that used to be able to do that, but now people can still do it, like with their feet flat on the ground. I am so listen, I've been a fan long before I ever met you. I'm a fan today and will forever be one because listen, that voice, girl.
Thank you.
I know, listen, a bigger fan. That's the other thing I love about you guys. Such a fan of each other. You know what I mean? And I watch, it just blows me up. I just love the support. Shanice always acting like it's the first time she ever saw Flex do anything.
Yes, honey. Yes.
He walked downstairs. It's the first time she ever saw him come down the steps. Yeah, that's my man.
That's
mine.
And I'm gonna sit beside him.
And the same thing with Shanice singing. You know, I guess Flex is like, you are an amazing powerhouse, sis. And I'm telling you, it has not even been seen yet. I don't even care how long you've been in the game. It has not been seen yet.
Thank you.
What you do for this thing.
I appreciate that, girl.
For sure. Real quick, what we're going to do is we're going to give away some. We got some merch, right? I got
my.
That's cute. I like that.
What we're going to do is we're going to choose, each one of you guys, I want you to choose a follower on your Instagram to DM me, and I will send them a shirt.
Oh, okay.
So once y'all followers get a Coach D, Love Talking Coach D shirt.
All right.
Merch popping. So you guys, I will ship that out to you. once they let you know who you are, then you guys DM me and I will send you your shirt. I got my mugs too. I got my Coach D mugs too.
Oh, look
That's
at you.
cute.
We getting ready, honey, because let me tell you something. Missy Yala is stepping down. Somebody got to be ready to take over.
Somebody got to be ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am on the ready.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Say again.
What's next?
What's next?
Just continue. I mean, for me, I'm business-wise, just trying to develop more. I'm developing 2 shows right now. I've been still out there. I was doing Mixed Dish and Keenan Thompson's show, and I'm just trying to create more avenues for myself and not just wait for opportunities to come. So developing these shows right now, and that's where my focus is really, because these are my babies, and I just want to see them come to fruition. They're going to come to fruition. So with my team, my management team, in the last week or so, we've had some really, really good meetings, and things are looking very good. So just focusing on that, staying healthy, just being husband, dad, just our son with his basketball, and our daughter with what she wants to do, singing.
I'm about to produce a EP on her, so
yeah. So we, just staying active with them and supporting each other, and that's it. Ain't no front and head. Just we doing what we doing.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is, speaking, you said that's my babies, and that just clicked something in my head that I'm so cool with the babies now because I actually know Mr. Flex Washington since. With the one-on-one and the Netflix is a whole nother generation.
Yes,
so I'm cool. How is that?
I've been so blown away by the support and the new generation, the new gang of fans and of the show that were too little back then, and they see it now and they're blown away, yo, it's new to them.
It's
and
so good.
It's crazy. So I'm just wow, it just keeps going. I've been working on trying to do a reboot special for the last 3-4 years. We're still trying. Kyla is on the show now, so we don't know how that would pan out, but we're definitely working on that at least. So I'm hoping that can come to fruition. Let me not say that. When that comes to fruition, I will let you know. I gotta stop using those hoping and trying.
Yeah.
Can't use those words.
No. Okay. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it was really funny because all of those make sure he's shout out, make sure he say hi. It's Mr. Washington. I don't even know who that is. Then it's oh yeah.
That's his character name.
It's funny, people think when I travel,
I think that's your real name.
Check into a hotel. People be oh, hello, how are you, Mr. Washington? Welcome to something. I'm just laughing. I'm but it's all right. I just let him live.
It's a character, people.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see where we are. Oh, we're at 30 minutes. We're at our 30-minute break. I thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me.
Thank you for having us.
I'm telling you, I really I could not even be in this spot had it not been every single step of my journey. God has guided me. That people say that family isn't always blood. It's not that there's anything wrong with my blood, it's just that they're not here. But one thing for certain, I tell people that the God of the universe will raise up a family for you wherever you are, and make sure you're good. And I mean good and supported. And when I had my 50th birthday, it was family was shown through. You guys showed up. I feel so supported, and I just wanted to acknowledge that with you guys publicly. I tell you all the time how much I love you guys. But
we love you too.
I am grateful, for you guys in my life, and for the little ones, and for all the stuff that's getting ready to happen. I cannot wait till we get.
Yes.
Yeah, it's time to turn up, girl. Yes.
Listen, and listen. This is the other part, y'all, that we didn't talk about. It's so much less of me now, right?
You've been killing it.
Okay. It's so much less of me now. I used to be able to dance about 12 records. Now it's about 34. Y'all,
Hey.
at 12
now it's time for the world to open back up.
Yes. Miss Yetta 13-year-old. Oh, hello.
Hi.
They say she's a fan of the show. Thank you so much for that.
That's Raina. Raina loved the show too.
Hello, Raina.
They're down in Florida. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And of course, we'll be looking forward to all the good stuff that's coming up. We're going to see you in Maryland in September, Shanice. And we're going to be looking forward to the music, for the album, for the Grammys, for all that good stuff that's happening.
I received that.
And bro, while I'm working on my, you might find a little role for me or something.
Yes. We're going to make it all.
The loud and crazy one. Part two.
Part two, yes.
Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Have a great one.
Bye, Raina.
Bye,
Raina.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.